Hi, everybody. Okay, the reason why I said oh boy is because it was oh boy. I wow. Okay, so you might have to excuse me for a minute because it might take me a minute to unpack all this and to I don't know even put it in categories in my brain because as I was watching it, I was sitting here watching the TV and going most of the episode saying nothing, my brain was going, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, but no words were coming out. um, so yeah, okay. Um, which okay, I have to go back to yesterday a little bit because Liam and Bill were together, and I love it. Yay! I wish they would have Scott Clifton on a lot more than they do. But topic for another video. Because I did a video on him once, but I think he deserves another video because he is really good. Um, okay. And I mentioned him because he said, okay, I'll let you get back. This is at the end of yesterday's episode, kind of. And he says, okay, I'll let you get back to whatever it is, as long as it's not Luna, um, Finn's murderous cousin. Ha ha ha. Meanwhile, uh, Luna is standing like over there where no one supposedly can see her, but she can hear everything. Explain that to me. I don't know. The magic of soap opera. I don't I don't know. Okay. So keep that in mind. Okay. Now today we have oh boy. Well, okay. We have the moment that I thought we were going to have before, but we didn't have it because I okay. In a lot in a lot of these videos I bite my tongue because there's a lot of stuff I want to say but I don't say because I try to be nice to all the actors. I really do because I understand it's a hard profession. You're not going to please everybody, all that stuff. Okay? But I wanted to yell at Finn and say, "Tell her already," and I mean with some volume, because as I discussed in the video before, guys, any guys out there, when a woman tells you, "Tell me what it is now," tell her now. Don't wait. Okay? Don't wait because you're trying to not ruin the mood or you're trying to wait for a better time, or you're trying to spare her feelings, or the list goes on. Tell her now. Okay. Um. So of course he doesn't because he's a coward. Okay. So then you're supposed to believe it's next morning, right? And now they both have to go off to work. So of course he can't tell her then. Of course, right? Okay. So then they say, she says, I know you have something on your mind, but we're going to discuss it. I can't discuss it now, but we're going to discuss it tonight. Tonight, okay, promise? And I'm going, finally. Okay, so instead of telling his wife, he calls or he wants to meet with Poppy again, which, okay, this is going to be the aside section of the video here. Uh, uh, strangely enough, we see Sean Kanan. Yay! I love him. Sorry, I have a deep affinity for the man. Um, and he says, "Oh, nice to see you, puppy." You know, and he has this discussion with her, and I'm like, "All right." So I'm like, "Yay! Where's Sheila?" No Sheila. So I got half of what I wanted. I'm content. Um, okay. So then she leaves. Like, she makes sure they're done with the conversation and she leaves because Ben wants to meet with her now. Okay. Now, I'm going to try to not yell in this video, but I'm also going to try to convey to you the level at which Ben was talking to Poppy, and it was high pitched. When I say high pitched, I mean high pitched. Okay, to give you a visualization here, imagine, what can I say? Okay, imagine you haven't told your significant other something, and it's something explosive, okay? And and you just decided to tell him yesterday. Just play with me for a second, okay? Imagine the amount of anger that that man would have toward you. That's the same amount of anger that Ben had toward Poppy, and it came out a lot. He was like, well, uh, you know, I could have had a good influence on her if you would have told me, but you didn't tell me, did you? And now you thought that you were doing it for her and for this person and that person, but the only person you were doing it for was yourself. But imagine a lot more volume. And imagine it in a manly way. Okay? That's what he said to Poppy today. Yeah. So to further my visual thing demonstration, okay, imagine if you're having an argument with someone and the other person you can see the veins in their face and they're like about to pop out was him today. hmm Although he has a point. I mean, Poppy was only thinking about saving her own skin. Let's be honest here. So, you know, and the fact of, well, also the fact that she wants to save her own skin is also evident in the fact that she wants him to now hide the information that he's found out from his wife. So she's still in the same self-serving mindset. Mm, yep. Meanwhile, Luna, Luna and Bill's relationship. I'm trying to figure out what it means. Um, because for two people who are not related, who in the scheme of things owe each other nothing, they sure talk a lot about their disappointments with their family and how uh, they each want it to be different than it is and that kind of thing, and they can go on and on. And I'm like, you're not even related. Like, okay, on the one hand, going with the storyline, I am well aware that unless somebody put Luna out of the prison, she wasn't going to get out of there. So Bill was her ticket out. I understand that, okay? But other than that, they don't owe each other anything. I just, you can tell I have a big question mark when it comes to this relationship because I'm like, what? Just, what is it? What are you doing? What? Because when now I'm waiting for the fallout. You know how, okay, when you see a car wreck and imagine, imagine if you will, two cars on the road and you see the car wreck coming and like you can see how bad it's going to be. You can see everything going to come flying off the thing and it's like, boom. That's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on the fallout after the car accident because it's going to come everywhere. Okay, follow me on the map. It's going to affect Ben and Steffi's marriage either way because she's either going to explode when she finds out or she's going to explode later when she finds out if he doesn't tell her now. Okay? Then it's going to affect Luna because Luna's finally going to know who her parents are, and it's going to change the relationship between uh, Finn and her, hopefully, and maybe even Finn and I mean not well, yeah, Finn and Sheila too, but I was thinking Luna and Sheila. So I can't even fathom it. You go from having no family to having more relatives than you can count. That's going to be explosive in the brain for her. I don't know. I think she's either going to love it or hate it, and or she's going to love it, but it's going to take a while to realize that she's connected to all these people now. If that makes any sense. Because think about it. Okay, she's connected to Finn, which means she's connected to Steffi too, a marriage, right? And then she's connected to all the Forsters and everybody they're connected to. She's connected to a lot of people now, or whenever she finds out. Imagine that. It's just, it's even, I can't even fathom that. And I know who I'm related to and all that stuff, you know? See, I'm lost for words. Oh, wow. Yeah, so yeah, I'm waiting for the explosion. Um, but I mean, not in a good way, but a good way because it's like finally answers and realization and conclusion and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm excited, but yet I don't know, somewhat nervous for these people. And yes, I know they're not real people. Okay, I get that, but I'm saying I can put myself in their mindset, and it's like, wow, oh man. See, that's why I titled it "Oh Boy," because that's what I was thinking the whole time. It's like, oh boy, oh boy, oh man, oh okay, oh yeah. So hopefully I'll get some resolution starting tomorrow. I don't know, cause for one, I just can't deal with the storyline for too long because it, it kind of like it doesn't hurt my head, but it kind of hurts my head a little bit because I'm like, yeah, like waiting for the thing, and you're just like waiting, and it's like, give it to me already. Yeah, I sound bad, but you know what I mean. Um, yeah. So, oh man. And also, when people find out, see now I'm kind of competing with myself and saying, okay, what's gonna happen first? Is she gonna find out that she's connected to a lot of people, or are they gonna find out? Is somebody gonna find out that she's in Bill's house, mansion? You know. So I didn't even think of that either. I mean, of course I have, but not right together in the moment. So it might be a ball, like a boom, you know. Uh, Sorry for the yelling, but I had to make my point. So, all right. Bye, guys.